Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, 18, Gator. Check, watch 54, watch 54. And watch your leg. Five.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride. They go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They start the drive with Martin. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. First carry for Raquel Armstead. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down now, it's Martin. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It'll be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, a give to Martin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Hey.
On 2nd down, Armstead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 3rd down, it's Armstead. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. The kick by Marr is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Got it.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
70, Indy. 54. Here we go,
On 3rd down, Pierce. And that is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Martin. Call it a pickup of 7 on the ground. That trims it to a 3rd and 15 situation.
That's it. Big hit.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Jets 3, Dolphins 0.
Down. 30 base. Get off the field. Ready.
On 3rd down, Martin. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
And it's complete. Hooper. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Cook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Cook. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Looking to throw. Pierce. And finding the tight end, Hooper. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Off the play fake. Pierce. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off play action. Pierce. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On second down, Martin finding room at the 30. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They run it with Armstead. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They run again on first down, Martin. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
Go now. 10 Lobo.
Check 99.
Check go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick pass out to Aguilar. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Ready up.
52, Mark 52. Right here, right here. Check.
There.
Check three.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Taken in at the 11. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Looking to throw on second down. Pierce. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 32-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Again, it's Martin. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
Now Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Fielded at the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
70, Indy.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back now in Miami. been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Dolphins on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Pierce. And that will be incomplete.
Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. To throw on second down. Pierce. And this one complete to Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll try and wind some clock down with Martin. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They run with Martin. He's been busy tonight. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Throwing, Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this thing gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field. Who's this against? Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Pierce. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, want it. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. In your fight.
On 4th down, Pierce. Open man is Miller. He's got it. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They run, Cook, and they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. 54.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Check.
Ready.
They try again with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Miami, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.